Anthony Wayne last week, Justin. Super high-powered offense over Avon Lake. 59-14 the win, and Medina Highland last week coming off a 28-7 win. What are we looking at with this Anthony Wayne and Medina Highland matchup?
Yeah, in the early stages of that game against Avon Lake, it looked like it could be going back and forth, but relied upon what I've said over and over again is that defense from Anthony Wayne. They'll find a way. Yes. They'll scheme it up. They'll adjust mid-game, adjust at halftime, and they did. They scored 59 points, allowed just 14. I believe the last time they gave up more than 14 points all the way back in mid-September did Anthony Wayne against 𝗦𝗏. So Anthony Wayne is peaking at the right time, playing their best ball, and they're taking on a Medina Highland team. Some good teams coming out of Medina this year, Highland and Buckeye. But Anthony Wayne is the 2 seed. They earned every bit of it. They played a strong schedule. They relied upon a difficult schedule within the NLL, playing against those Division I teams and Division II teams. So Anthony Wayne is battle-tested. They're set. I would say that if they lose this game, it should be a disappointment based on what they've done on paper, what they've done on the field, and what they've done preparation-wise.
Grant Kenny.
Yes.
This is what it's about. He's going to have to step up again, find him, sharp. These guys are going to have to come out here and bring their A game. I think it's more so just about being comfortable. They've been in pressurous situations all season long. I think they're built for the moment, and this is just their moment. This is their time. A neutral site game. Anthony Wayne coming on the road, trying to figure something out. I really like this team going forward, and again, they're always coached extremely well. So that's why they've always had that dark horse factor for me, because no matter what situation you put this team in, there's always an answer when you're talking about Coach Brungard.
Well, it's a good thing that you've had him as your dark horse all season long, because when you have multiple big plays that happen in each game for Anthony Wayne last week, so many big plays. Kenny responsible for 5 touchdowns, a punt return touchdown for Sharp, Braden Gardner with the pick 6. I mean, when you go back and you watch the highlights from that game, it's just chunk play after chunk play for Anthony Wayne. They can do that again this week. We should be looking pretty good.
Yeah, and it's, again, when you have a quarterback that runs the football well in the playoffs, that's what will break a team's back. You break a spirit, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 6. You're trying to, stop, the secondary from busting the coverage. Then you just see quarterback sprinting down the sideline for 15, 20 yards. And then he doesn't go out of bounds, and then he stay in bounds to keep the clock going. And then you're like, man, what do you do to stop this guy? Again, it just comes down to great coaching, that this team is always extremely prepared for what's ever next. And I like their guys up front. We got to give some Cadence Carswell love, too, and some Dylan Robinson.